So let's go ahead and get to this story, dog. Let's go ahead and get to these stories.
Hey, you gas the story up too much. The expectation's way too high. The story's not that great.
It's the same chick that assaulted him earlier. Same one. You was talking with can we're not gonna tell everything leading up, but I'm just saying like same chick that you were dealing with or that he's been dealing with for a second, that he was dealing with for a second. Same one that assaulted him. Same one that I told him, hey yo, bruh, chill out on that, bro.
Everyone told me that.
Yeah, everyone told me that. Same chick that was like not like a few podcasts ago. People were like, yo, who that girl in the background? Same chick.
So I had her over a bunch of nights, and she was livid that she was basically saying I had no accommodations at the crib. Feel me? But I was like, all right, I could see maybe where she's coming from. So she's about to bounce, and I was like, damn, so she's not even gonna stay the night. That's real tough. Cause I just spent like a few hours with her, so we can't have that. And I was like, all right, so what you want to do? And she's like, all right, just take me back home. And I was like, nah, what do you want to do though? Like, what you trying to do? And then I was like, you want to go like Walmart or something like that?
Y'all tell me what level of simp this is. We in the simp stage of it. Tell me what level of simp this is.
So eventually, I guess she was cool. And I was like, oh man, crisis averted. I don't really know crisis, man. I just wanted her to stay the night.
Because you was simp.
In that moment.
Yeah, you was definitely a simp.
For sure. We eventually came back to the house. We stocked the things, put them in the kitchen or whatever. And I think we came upstairs and I was watching movies or something like that. And then, so the reason why it's called mac and cheese night is because at the time, I heard Lo making some mac and cheese, and we just both went downstairs.
So I'm downstairs, I'm chefing it up real quick, you know what I'm saying, making massive mistakes. And
a lot of those.
Waleed was telling me how, my boy to my left had simp for her.
Word, because when we got to the door, Waleed was like, I don't know, Waleed's just very like invasive, but like in a way that I don't give a fuck about, but that apparently was a problem for her. Mm-hmm. So like when we got to the crib with the bags, I didn't even, no cap, I didn't want none of y'all to see that shit because I was like, I already know what they're gonna be saying. But when we got to the door, Waleed, I guess he was already on the main floor. He's like, oh, well, hello there. And he just like, well, what is that? Because me and Waleed, like when he eats bad, I'm like, is that Reese's? And I throw it out or whatever. So Waleed was doing the same thing where he's like, he just wanted to see what kind of bad food I ordered or bought at the grocery store. Mm-hmm. Feel me? But it wasn't bad food. It was just accommodations. So then Waleed saw it and then he just paused and he was like, yeah, I'm not going to say nothing. And I guess, well, he went and said something to you, but she was annoyed that he's like, why is he checking out? Why did he need to do that? Like, why does he feel like I'm a grown? And I was like, oh man, it's Waleed, man. It's fucking Waleed, bro. Leave Waleed alone. Waleed is a little obtrusive at times.
He was upstairs for a second, but then he came down, so he's like, yo, Lo, agent out here simping, bro. He went to Walmart and literally bought her groceries, and now they in our house.
Now keep in mind, it was like $30, $40 max, maybe $50, bro, max. It wasn't. Y'all acting like I dropped a bag or something like that when I came back.
So then I go upstairs, I'm about to be on big bucks troll. Came upstairs. I was like, I might as well start, making this mac and cheese, start chilling real quick. So then I'm upstairs and me and Waleed going through the refrigerator to figure out what was bought. And it's nothing, like it's like things that nobody else will really eat in the house. And it ain't like it's some when it was like something like silk milk or some shit like that, like people like we gonna drink milk, it's gonna be like regular like 2% milk. But it was like some maybe like silk milk.
Almond milk, yeah.
Almond milk. But then like outside of that, it was like nuts. I know I literally can't eat nuts. It was this green juice or some shit like that nobody in the house has ever bought. And it was a few other things. Yeah. Coffee. Nobody in the house drinks coffee. And so it was a few things that some people might be able to eat, but nothing crazy. So then I'm like, oh man, he went crazy. He went crazy at Walmart. Got the bag, came back with some grocery bags and dropped it off at the crib. And what's even crazier is this how she capped to him by saying there was nothing in the house. There was food in the house, because when I bought the stuff to make the macaroni and cheese, I bought other things to like cook in the house.
Like what?
Like it was ham, cheese, bread. Make yourself a bologna sandwich. And shut the fuck up. You go to somebody else's house, like shut up. Go to somebody else, or go back to your house. I mean, or order food, like Uber. This is before.
But to be fair, she was trying to do that, and I was like, nah, I don't want you to be doing that.
Why not?
Because I said I wanted her to stay over.
No, she could just go to her house and come back.
She wasn't gonna do that. Because she's petty and toxic, so she's gonna go there and never return, and probably not speak to me for like a week. She
leaving groceries at the house too. Because again, it's stuff that nobody's gonna eat but her.
Now, to be fair, bro.
No. So then I'm making the macaroni. I start making mac and cheese downstairs in a kitchen. So me and Willie is trolling, and eventually like, people like her and Agent can smell it. So they come downstairs in the kitchen, and they're like, "Oh, what you making? What you making? What you making?" And honestly, me and her were cool at that point. I think I don't even have no problem. I still really don't have that much of a problem with her. But me and her were cool, so I'm talking to her, going back and forth, yada yada yada. And then I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm about to make this mac and cheese, but in the meantime, I'm actually kind of hungry, so I'm about to go eat these chicken biscuits real quick. Because he had bought chicken biscuits. While this is going on, Waleed and Agent trying to figure out who that food is for. And Agent is like, oh, that's for the house. That food for the house. That's for everybody. Both me and Waleed looking at him crazy like that clearly cannot be for everyone because like nigga, like that's stuff that nobody else in this house eats but her. And again, I really wouldn't even trip like that, but now that you just lying to the homies about who the food is for, so now I gotta go another level of troll. So I was like, let me go get these chicken biscuits since it's for the house. She like, no, that's mine. That's my chicken biscuits. No, you can't have none. Those are mine. I'm like, but Agent, you said it was for the house.
And I was looking at her like, I thought I clarified it was for the house.
So Agent now trying to play, he on the fence like, but he looking at me like, yo, chill out. But also saying like, but it is for the house though. Agent on the side like, nah, it's for the house. You can't like, nah, for real, that's for the house.
Man, you acting like I was indecisive and cowardly.
You weren't
enjoying the entertainment of the night.
Not cowardly, but you were trying to like, hey yo, like if she keeps saying no, you might not because I don't want her to get upset because she might fucking leave type shit.
Did I give you that vibe?
Especially because what you just explained to me right now about how she was going to leave.
But I ain't give you that vibe though. Plus, because
you gave me an indecisive look, like.
Oh yeah, I did. Because you doing a lot.
So anyway, I was like, man, fuck this, bro. I'm about to go grab me a chicken biscuit. Throw it in there, start eating it. So then she was like, but when you get done with the mac and cheese, like, I'm gonna have something, right? I'm like, no, what's wrong with you? But I was trolling because obviously it was a pan of mac and cheese, so anybody in the house could have had some. So we go through all that back and forth. Waleed and Agent off on the side, they talking, they chit chat, they back and forth. Me and her talking back and forth. You know, everybody just talking for a second.
But me and Waleed were talking in Gaysanan. Like
yeah. So then as they're talking, they start talking in a totally different language. So then she get heated.
So I guess she was seeing that and she probably thought he was like trolling her.
Yeah,
he was trolling me.
So then she came up to me. She's like, "Yo, don't she just hate it when they talking in different language around you?"
She said that?
Yeah, she did.
Oh wow.
And I was like, I mean, I don't care, don't care. So then she's watching me. I'm trying to do like part of it is like a recipe that I ain't really want her to know or nothing like that. It was kind of like a secret type of low type.
You should keep it a secret because it was disgusting.
You ate the whole pan. So shut the fuck up.
That's because I'm an animal. So a regular person would not have eaten that.
So then we get done. I'm trying to finish it, cooking and melting all the cheese and stuff like that, layering it properly, yada yada yada. And then I have to go and come back, go get some other stuff. But essentially, I get done with it, throw it in the oven, and now everybody is like off to the side. Y'all go back upstairs.
Yeah.
And then me will lead in the collab room talking. And because it's mac and cheese, it has to cook for like hour and a half, 2 hours type of shit. So it's gonna take a while. So, and then me and Willie leave. We left to go get a cheese grater because at the time we didn't have a cheese grater, and some more cheese.
Oh man, the memories are coming back.
So, what was the conversation upstairs between y'all two?
bro, it's just more Waleed shit. Waleed problem this. How come you didn't say nothing this? And I'm like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I thought we were clear. You know, I'm just for the house, not for the house. Ah, man. I was really just trying to stop arguing because, you know, after a while, it's like it gets really exhausting arguing all the goddamn time. I think we're just laying in bed chilling though.
It's probably like 5, almost 6 o'clock in the morning. Mac and cheese finally done. Pull it out. I had already put like an extra layer of cheese on it before that. Let it melt. You know, take the aluminum foil off. Let it cook a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I pull it out, and I'm actually thinking that everybody is asleep at the time, but everybody's not. So everybody smells the mac and cheese from upstairs.
Now I heard Waleed say the word ready, and I was like, ooh, woo.
Oh, okay.
Time to go downstairs.
So then, yeah, so like maybe like a minute after I pulled it out, they coming downstairs, and then now it's, oh, let me get some mac and cheese. Really, you're supposed to let the mac and cheese sit because it's like a casserole. It's supposed to like stiffen up a bit. But she just like, let me hurry and get the mac and cheese. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be running because the cheese is still hot. So like, you actually have to let it sit for a second. But I'm joking like, nah, you can't have none. Or it's like, oh, you gonna do that? Let me go get some Scooby snacks in there because she also has Scooby snacks, which is ridiculous.
You're doing this thing where like you weren't gonna acknowledge the fact that I bought it, and you're like, man, what are these things doing here? Mama Dukes must have brought them over.
Oh yeah. So in the beginning, when he wasn't saying what it really happened, I was like, yo, shit, Mama Dukes came through with the coffee and the Scooby Doo snacks.
He opened up a cabinet like, oh man, Mama Dukes bought some tea.
Oh man, Mama Dukes got some cereal too. Oh man, Mama Dukes taking care of a youngin'. But it was all him. So then we get to the point where so now she getting kind of a little furious. She's like, nah, you can't have that. That's my food. That's mine. Like yada yada yada. Then Dean had to put his foot down again, keep her in check. Had to be like, nah, I told you already. That's for the house. So then I'm like, but is it really for the house? So then I'm basically like done with the shenanigans. Like, but it's really hers because here's the shit, yada yada yada, and you basically bought her groceries and put it in our refrigerator. So then like I'm just trying to like break it down because I'm done with this already. It's already done. So then because apparently this is what she was upset at. She got upset because I was basically trolling and I said it. But then when Waleed said it was our refrigerator, that's when she got upset. Because she just believes that Waleed is some bum nigga who don't do anything. And so for the fact that Waleed could even dare say it's our refrigerator as if like he contributed, that's what she was like, yo, your refrigerator? Whose refrigerator? So now her and Waleed going back and forth. So I'm like, I'm not even at that point. I didn't even really acknowledge it until later on. But me and Agent talking like, come on, it's really her food. So then they going back and forth about the pronoun our and shit. It's our refrigerator. Whose refrigerator? Ain't your refrigerator? It's their refrigerator. Da 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 da. And I'm like, I'm not really paying attention. And then out of nowhere, she was like, okay, cool. It's your refrigerator. Fine. She then opens the refrigerator. Grabs all the shit that this nigga just bought a few hours ago, opens it up, and dumps it down the fucking sink. Goes get the coffee, the fucking chicken biscuits, the gummy bears, the Scooby Doo snacks. Start dumping them down the sink, and she's heated. But I'm still on 10 level. I'm on level 10 troll. So I'm like, whoa. Before you start thumping shit, let me at least get the honey because I might want to make some tea later on. So I grabbed the honey real quick before she can snatch it. She was like, oh yeah, you go ahead and do that shit. Yeah, go and grab because it's y'all's, right? So I grabbed the honey real quick and I think I grabbed some other shit. Honey's still downstairs too. I should have grabbed the honey and came up here.
So while she was dumping it, I was literally just sitting on this right by. I think that's what I was doing. I think I was sitting right by the sink on the countertop. Yeah, you was on the countertop. And I was just like, man. So literally all this shit this nigga just bought: the juice, the almond milk, the fucking the creamery for the coffee, all that. She just dumping that shit, and then she just go upstairs, just storm upstairs. So now everybody kind of like froze, like, man, that's fucked. Oh, I went to follow her.
But wait, you stay downstairs for a second. Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So then we was like, yeah, I guess, that's kind of tough. She about to leave. So, Simp McGee was like, he had to run after his queen. He ran upstairs. Was like, hold on, wait, babe. Wait, babe, don't
How
wait,
would
babe.
you know
What's
what happened
going
upstairs
on,
if you
babe?
weren't there?
Oh, but I can hear you when you run up. He's like, yo, wait, babe. What's going on,
why are you
babe? Yo, babe, what's going
Bro,
on?
you can tell the story. You can't cap.
So what did you say?
I've never called her bae or nothing like that.
So what'd you say upstairs?
I went upstairs and I was like, yo, what is going on? I said that twice.
Yeah.
And she was so furious. She was storming. She was picking up her things in my room. And so I was like, oh man, that's real fucking tough. And I saw her and then I saw her go down the hallway further for a moment. And it didn't really register to me what was happening. Cause I was like, maybe she just forgot something. And at this point, my brain is on 1,000. I'm trying to think is this as crazy as it's gonna get tonight? Or is it gonna find a way to get crazier? And so eventually she got all her shit and she started just storming downstairs. And then I think did she go back into the kitchen? She must have. I think she went to say bye to you.
No. She just went to the kitchen and Waleed was standing. The way the stairs set, the stairs is basically right next to the kitchen. So when you come down the stairs, you can basically see the kitchen, and Waleed was right there. Mm-hmm. So then she whips back in the kitchen.
Oh shit!
And she just started disrespecting the fuck out of Waleed. I was like, yo, just straight up, dead ass calling him a broke nigga, broke bitch, all that shit, and not we basically as close as me and Agent are right now. That's how close she was, just in this nigga face. Yo, you a broke bitch ass nigga.
No, she wasn't. She was on the stairs side of the kitchen, and Waleed was on the sink side of the kitchen.
No, they were not that far.
If I remember correctly, they had 10 feet in between them.
That's even the stair. And
I remember because she was pointing and yelling across the kitchen.
But that's not 10 feet or 4. Even that's not 10.
It's probably more than 10 feet.
They were close.
That's how I remember it.
They were close enough to where I was like, yo, Waleed might act up for a second. What's his alter ego?
Oh, I don't even remember.
Nigga, alter ego might snap for a second, but she gets her shit off and start going crazy, and she's still yelling as she's walking out the door. Mm-hmm. So then I'm like, man, if you don't get the fuck out of the house, are you crazy right now?
Yeah.
And she was in the door, yo, what? Really? I was like, yeah, it's really. Walked up to the door, slammed it shut. I was like, you get the fuck out of this house. You lost your goddamn mind. So, Simp McGee Agent still out there come on, stop, babe. Come on, babe, stop.
Yeah, bro, if you didn't tell the story, stop capping, man. God damn.
He outside now with her. Now he walking her to the car yo, that was crazy what they did, right? I was just like,
what do you even stop the cat, bitch?
I was playing.
No, that's not what happened. A few times I was like, what is happening? What are you doing right now? What was that? That's what I was saying. Maybe in that specific order. Yeah. But she wasn't talking. She was just storming to the vehicle.
Truth be told, we didn't really know what made her snap.
Me neither.
I
didn't understand why.
Well, I didn't know until months later when she explained it to me. He comes back. Agent comes back from saying his last simp goodbyes, and we all in the we all in the collab room and this is now it's 6-7 o'clock in the morning. Sun is coming out and all that shit, and we're just wow, that was crazy. We just flabbergasted, and we just talking yada yada yada, and we kind of get to the conclusion of man, good thing she's not coming back to the house, right, Agent?
And I was like, yeah, y'all right.
And so then me and Waleed looked at each other and nah, but for real though.
And I was like, yeah, of course.
So then from that day on, we had to have a yo, you can't come to. She was on ban. She was banned.
That was the first person I brought over that got banned.
And then finally we kind of get done because it's it's 6-7 o'clock in the morning. All right, let's go to sleep real quick, bro. We'll clean the kitchen later on. Yada yada yada. So then Waleed goes upstairs. Agent goes upstairs. I'm downstairs, and all we hear is Waleed yelling, yo, what the fuck? When she went to go dip in the cut, when they were upstairs and Agent was simping trying to figure out what happened, she went in this man Waleed's room and opened up some barbecue Frito chips and poured it all on his bed and all on his rug.
And you remember a couple podcasts ago we were talking about, Waleed loves his bed, man.
Loves his bed. And not only he loves it though, but it was silk blankets. So any type of grease or oil stains that get on it, it's on it. It's done. It's
For real?
Yeah.
That's tough. I was eating on my bed. I got silk blankets. Literally 2 days ago. Wow,
So
that was a mistake.
she just dumped it and she left it. So then Waleed snapped.
We just pacing like.
He's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
And I was like, nothing is the answer actually.
He was like, nah. I'm gonna get my bat. I was like, what the fuck, Waleed? Nah. So Waleed spent the next 10, 15 minutes looking for his bat. And I was like, this is ridiculous. While me and Agent in his room cleaning up all the chips and stuff like that.
At least I could do. Feel me? If I didn't do that and Willie came back and it was still a disaster. Because when Willie opened my door, I'm trying to sleep and shit. It's 7 a.m. Everyone was tired. And he's like, yo. And it was a type of yo where I was like, why are you coming at me disrespectful right now? And then I heard why. And I was like, oh, see, that's my bad.
So then, while we're in Waleed's room cleaning up the mess,
oh man,
all we hear is Waleed's massive engine in his what's it called, his muffler making noise. We're like, Waleed he not really about to go leave with a bat, is he? Waleed not really about to, because that's how close she is to the house. You can just go up there real quick. I was like, Waleed's not really about to go out there, right? So Waleed backs out. We look outside. Nigga gone.
You ain't had to look. You could hear it.
Oh, you can hear it. Nigga's gone, bro. So now we just trying to call Waleed like, hey, yo, nigga, you need to chill out, bro. You in a whole nother level right now. You need to just chill out for a second. Luckily, she wasn't there. She had dipped somewhere else after she felt like she got violated. She didn't go straight home. She went somewhere. And Waleed didn't catch a charge, luckily, because he came back to the house. He was like, I'm cool now. I'm good. I just need to drive real quick. I'm cool. Came back to the house. And
I was like, see what I did, man? I cleaned your bed. Say thank you.
Yo.